Hello everybody to yet another episode of Hearts of Iron 4, this time with the Death and Dishonor DLC. And yes, I know I've just done a Hearts of Iron Let's Play, but because the new DLC just came out, I've decided to add another one. Now, this new DLC adds focus trees for Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Yugoslavia, and Romania, as well as a few achievements, and we'll just try to get some achievements, just because that's always something to do. So I know there's a lot with Hungary. The problem is I've just tried that, and I'll get into it while we're playing because I don't want to spend like 5 minutes at the beginning complaining, but let's just say there is a huge problem with this that I'll get into. Not a difficulty problem, but let's call it an immersion problem. So I have decided we'll just go for Czechoslovakia, and there's two achievements with Czechoslovakia. The one is be at war with Germany and take Munich, and one is be at war with the Allies and I think take Canterbury. It was. I think we need to take this. So yeah. So how about we start off by defeating Germany? That would probably be work enough. Now, we do start off with factory output plus 10% and national unity minus 20%, less recruitable population, and a bit of consumer goods. It's not too bad. There are worse things to start with. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing that ever happened. Our technology it's okay. Nothing fancy. Now, while we're building up, we need to keep in mind that we will be at war super soon. And we should also keep in mind, let's not build here. Yeah, let's go like this. We will be at war pretty soon, and we will be standing alone against Germany. Austria will be swallowed by Germany at that point. Hungary might join at some point, and Italy might join at some point. I'm not expecting France to help from the beginning. I don't know, I've put it on historical, so I'm assuming it won't. So with all of that said, we are a bit in a pickle here. And we'll do our best. If you do look at the focus tree now, this is the new one. We basically have one here that just gives me a lot of forts everywhere. This gives me a lot of industry. Here we have the political direction, so again we can go right, democratic, and left, and yes, something here, so we can go. Basically, we try to just suck up to Germany. We can try to remain. I mean, this keeps me democratic, and it gives me a bit of an opinion boost. Now, I don't know how that works. I'm assuming it increases my chance that Britain and France will stay with me. Now, this here would get me maybe into a faction with Yugoslavia, which could also be very helpful. And here we have military, air, and sea. So I'm not sure if I want to go down this route or this route or this route, because I'm not sure how the AI works here. This is blind, by the way, as you can probably tell. I haven't played as Czechoslovakia yet. Now the problem is I'm assuming we're getting abandoned by them, and then I'm standing alone. Yugoslavia would really be a help, because it just would be an additional front, and it might keep Hungary out, and all of this would be, oh, look at that. It's a picture for it, and it's beautiful. This is a beautiful picture of a gun. Can I get some arty and... Oh, wow. I actually have a decent production like this. I definitely need the forts, but I do want the production, obviously. But keep in mind that the Sudetenland question comes up in like 38, so I don't have too much time. So I think this needs to be our first decision. I'm gonna not get any tungsten, am I? How much are you slowed by me not having tungsten? 7%, that's okay with me. Increase the speed. Shoot. Damn it. Oh, but I do have 2 amazing people here. Yeah, definitely him. Now all of this is mountain, right? Not all, but it's all hill and some mountain. So actually, do I have decent mountain infantry? I do. I kind of think I want all of them to be mountain then. Because this is also mountain, so even if I do get pushed back, okay, here I'm losing a bit, but I'll try it with mountain infantry. I might regret this quite drastically, but I'll try. Now, I do have an air force, right? I even have a decent-ish air force. I mean, it's nothing against the German one, but I mean, could be worse. Huh? Sure. See, air now works different, and oh, they've completely redone the air. First of all, it's now actually with this, which is awesome. I mean, it still works in these regions, but it's better. I'm giving missions now for all the airplanes I have there, right? So if I do this to here, do I see them here? No, I don't. I'll let it run so they get to arrive there, and then we'll see. Heh. Doesn't really tell me anything. Maybe they also fixed the beaming, because before, if you remember, if you had, for example, airplanes here, better example, if you had airplanes here and you'd bomb here and the enemy had complete air superiority here, the bombers would just jump here and bomb. So you couldn't cut them off. So you could, holding, for example, the English Channel made no sense. So that might be a change. A very welcome change, actually. Now, about our plan. What do you say we go historically? We go trust in the West. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, with Yugoslavia, this could work. This is useless, I think. Volunteer forces? What the hell? When would I ever send volunteer forces? Where would I send them to? This is the choice. And I'm gonna do this and just hope that France joins. And we're gonna go limited. Actually, let's get the military theorist first. Okay, we do need guns, and we need them bad. We're at big minus because I've chosen to make them all hill fighters. So probably not the smartest choice I ever did. No, we shouldn't forget. I mean, I'm still getting this because I think these are vital. But we need to get our damage up. So I need to get this quickly. I need to get up here, and I need to start the superior firepower. And I need to do those things now. This, by the way, I'm not intending to use. At least not right now. We'll see what happens. Now, another idea that I had was you could try to just go left here and join the Soviet Union in the very beginning and hope that they support you. Now the problem is they can't really help you in the very beginning, so not going to happen right now, but this probably would help quite a bit. We need 34 factories for that. I mean, you can get them pretty quickly. Like, this is 3. This is 3. This is 3. And if we just produced 1, it would be okay. But we definitely need those forts. I think I want to go for the forts first. I don't know. Let's get this. So, there's nothing here I want, right? Nope. Nope, nothing. I kind of want to move up here, but I can't really right now, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, what are you doing there? Go there and also become one of those. So we're gonna start with this right now. And actually I want you to do this first because I want the equipment. Because it's in the minus right now. So let's do math for a second here. These aren't all everywhere, right? And I hope to hold the enemy in the Sudetenland. So if I just go down here and don't do these, I need 4. 4 times 70, it's 280 days. Now I don't know exactly when Germany plays the Sudetenland, but it's in 38, right? So 270 days is less than a year, so I would have approximately 2 more. So I could take that one, and then go that. Kind of also want to get those. This gives me more military factories early, and this gives me more civilian, and theoretically this is the more... And this also gets rid of united population. So this is the stronger one, but this gets me early military factories, and I need early military factories. It doesn't help me to pay off in 42, 43, because we'll be dead by then. This is also extremely... Oh my god, this country is going to be amazing if it somehow takes Germany. You know what, I don't want to gamble. Let's just get the forts. Probably the worst decision ever, but we'll do it. Probably the second worst decision after my huge hill choice. I really should have read how the new air works, because this tells me less than before. But because I don't see my... I mean, this is a butcher's bill, which I guess is nice, but not too sure about all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna build up this Sudetenland. But it's one of the things, like, I'm also not sure about the whole trade thing, that they redid this. I guess, you know, I only need to look here, but... You know what this looks to me like? With these spaces here and so on? And how they did it? It looks to me like they prepared to add more resources. That's what it looks like to me, at least. This might be wrong, but... Again, all of this is garbage. And because it is, I think... Yeah, I want that, and I definitely want that. Army regrouping wouldn't be bad. I don't think I need that right now, and army defense. Let's get that for now. No. Yeah, I want to get that one first. Again, because it relieves the strain of this. It shows how much artillery we need, but it also shows that we need other things. And now we don't have the necessary artillery to help here, so it doesn't make sense to pick this one now, so we'll pick this. And the next thing I'll add is the engineer division, which we're researching right now. Actually, how about you guys train me a bit? Just because you're garbage, and having garbage units is always bad. Minus 25% is a huge modifier. Yeah, I've probably done it a bit too early, but because we're gonna be standing alone over here. Now, the Sudetenland goes all the way around. So here, actually, in Western Slovakia, do keep in mind that Austria will become German in no time. So this won't have. Oh, actually, it also got. That's interesting. This one didn't, but this one did. Okay. Something to look out for. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I do want to get there, but I want to be prepared for when Germany comes. So let's do that and that. It hurts to not take the. It hurts to not boost my economy, but I just don't think I can at this point. I'm actually gonna make them to the best they can be. I think it's gonna be worth it. So I don't need a Polish line. Okay, so this gives me a few in the back. So that's not bad. Hungarian line could be very, very useful if Hungary joins. Now usually Hungary takes a while to join, but I'm actually not sure if Hungary joins. I'm not sure how it works, especially now that Hungary has its own national focus tree. Would be interesting to know. Not sure. This gives me a lot of land forts in Bohemia, but I kind of think I already lost if he pushes me back to Bohemia, so yeah, I will get the Hungarian line, and then I'll start pushing up my other things. No, I keep clicking on that because it's so much muscle memory, basically. Yep, there's the engineer company. I think the most important ones. Germany at this point barely has any tanks, so that's gonna buy me a bit of time. Could get army regrouping. Not too sure here. Yeah, I'll get this actually, because we now need to research the industry next. So it's nice to have a little bit extra there. And the army regrouping isn't going to help too much. I don't think I'll... if he takes Poland, I'll need it. He's not gonna take Poland in 70 days. I'll get this, I guess. I don't know. Help me, internet. Tell me what to do. This is the kind of thing. Once you know how to do it, I'm sure you can do it every time. So there's no point in doing a non-blind let's play because it wouldn't be interesting to watch. It would be easier to just write down like I did this, and that's how I did it, and then everyone else can do it as well. So the interesting part is the figuring it out. Yeah, I'm gonna get the regrouping. Now, I mentioned before that I tried Hungary and I was very unhappy with it, and that's because you need to... Yeah, it's okay. Basically what's happening is Hungary can form Austria-Hungary and this becomes one country, but then it only gets Czechoslovakia as a puppet. Which is weird, but I would be okay-ish with that, but the problem I then had was that Germany went through his focus tree with no regard to this. And I know this has been a problem with Hearts of Iron for a long time, but it's worse now, trust me. I was really, really mad because it started... First it demanded the Sudetenland, which didn't make sense because the Sudetenland now was part of my country, right? It was a puppet of Austria-Hungary. The reason why the Sudetenland could be demanded in reality was because Austria was part of Germany, so Germany could claim, hey, the Sudetenland used to belong to us and there's German majority and so on. Oh, actually Austrian majority because this is Austrian core territory. It didn't make sense that Germany would demand it from Austria-Hungary. That was so dumb. And the second part was even weirder when it then started giving me parts, with his focus tree giving me parts of Czechoslovakia, the country that already was my puppet. I really... I don't know. I don't know how something like this can happen. You know what I mean? Wait, why am I taking Germany? Soviet Union? Sure. And yeah, it was really weird. And also in the end I had all of this area and I still didn't get the achievement for it. And then I looked up online and apparently you need to, for the achievement, restore Austria-Hungary. You need to own like Palestine and I think Yemen or something. And you just go like, but this has never been Austro-Hungarian. So it's... This might be me and you can say I'm expecting too much here, but if I paid $10 for something like this, right? Like I paid 10 euros for basically 4 focus trees, I expect a minimal amount of care to be put into them. And I think I'm right to expect that. So I was very, very disappointed. Okay, so now he's gonna come for me. So, knowing what I know now, actually I think I can get this. Knowing what I know now, I could have gotten a bit more. Do I add him directly? I'm actually not sure. Oh, he went for innovation. So I'm not gonna add him right now, I'm gonna let him train a bit. Unclear is a support for round. Wait. Okay, so he's going down. You know what? I'm not gonna piss in Hungary's bucket right now, and I'm just gonna let him. Sure. Because honestly, what's my protest going to do, right? That's going to be, who cares? Yeah, we can go just damn it! Damn my muscle memory. Yeah, don't have that. All of this is fine. Go straight there. You can't be trained. Actually, you might be. Yeah. Oh, we'll think about it on the way. I should just drop that. Go like that, and here Germany's taking way more time than I thought it would, so now I feel kind of dumb for having done these kind of things first, which didn't help me directly, whereas this would have helped me directly because it's given a lot of military factories quite quickly. Okay, we're mid of 38 and we're still not being brutally murdered, so I'm taking that as not too bad. Definitely need to get these. I should not have let that slip by like that. Why is he getting army invasions too right now? Now, we shouldn't pretend like we're in a good place. You can see that there's very few provinces where I have more than... Oh my god, I'm building the wrong. Why am I such a huge idiot? Oh my... You must have been yelling in your goddamn microphones. I can just change this into a decent template. And then have a bit of everything. Like, not just mountain. But I think I would just want to make a mountain infantry. Let's make a mountain infantry and just live with the fact that we're idiots. There's also explains why I stopped having so much artillery trouble. But what I was getting at anyway was you can see, yeah, he's fabricating against me now. This is very good actually, but I am considering. I don't think that these would help me. I'm considering getting the Polish line in case he tries to go through Poland, but for now let's do this. But we only have 1 unit per field, so I don't think we'll be able to hold him off. How is it? Oh, here we only have 3, 7. Okay, so this was... Oh, this is considered the Hungarian line. Now I get it, and this is all done. Yeah. Let's see how this works. I think I didn't do too well. Actually, how about you do train? It's funny that I was actually guaranteed independence, so I think... So, Sudetenland, how did they react? Here I'm just gonna do this. Both British have rescinded their earlier promises to support us against German aggression, have made it clear that if we choose to resist the Germans, we do so on our own. Yeah, we'll never surrender. We'll stand alone. If I had to do it again, I probably would now do small entente with Yugoslavia and try if they would surrender as well. Because right now we are standing alone, right? So no point in this. Wait. What? So they did join the war. But it just said they wouldn't. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it said they wouldn't. I'm actually still gonna let him train, because he's not attacking. So, I mean, he is probably shooting down all of my. Yeah, let's join the allies. Actually, there isn't really a need to join the allies, I think, because they went into the war anyway. And by not joining them, I could have went for something like joining Comintern and getting them into or something like that. Or maybe still do my own little alliance. But now I'm rambling. It's too late. I've joined. I'm gonna do this. Always first research the things that immediately help. In cases like this, when you already need it. Okay, so they already can't fight, so I'm gonna let them be. Form. Okay, enemy is actually... So how about we do try to move out a bit? Oh, no. Actually, don't. Move back. Wait. What's happening here? Oh. See, I need to be very careful. Taking Vienna is fine. Actually stop. Because one thing I never should underestimate is the fact that he's not attacking because of my forts, right? So Luxembourg has been called in. Okay. Wait, is this one of the forts? No, it's not. So the forts are along this line. So I'm standing outside of the forts for no reason. Actually, give it up. Actually, I do have 7 forts here. For no reason. Okay, here we are exactly along the fort line. Here we have moved out a bit, but that's okay because we wanted to get Vienna. And I stand with this decision. Because Vienna itself should give huge defensive bonuses. It doesn't, but in theory it should. It's a city. Shouldn't it like attack 70%? Okay. I always thought huge cities were better than that. Let's get more of that. More of that. Let's... That actually makes sense. Let's get it from the Soviet Union. I should be able to do that. And I should be able to get this. See, since France is also in already. And Lithuania is in? What? I kind of want him to go for Poland. Yeah, he is actually doing it. There's a problem with me being in the Allies right now and him going for Poland, because if he doesn't immediately overrun him, which would be bad for me, he's going to declare war on Poland. And if he declares war on Poland, the Allies and Poland and the Soviet Union are at war as well, which is also bad. So we're holding. Unfortunately, France isn't. Yeah, France is losing too many troops here. I mean, for the moment, it's kind of holding, but this won't hold for long. And once all of these troops come to my front line, I'm screwed. And I cannot move out here. It kind of looks like I could, because the enemy is not particularly strong here, but when he moves back and I don't have my forts, I'm dead. I will make a quick cut here because we're already at 35 minutes, which makes this almost twice as long as I would like it. I'm aiming for like 20-minute-ish. So I'm going to make a quick cut here, and I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you in the second episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.